What's up, everyone? If you are looking for gift ideas for yourself, your friends, or your family, then this is the video for you because I have a slew of products that are cheap and some a little bit expensive, maybe even some good stocking stuffers for you. But we'll go ahead and hop into it, starting with the MagBak Rim Protectors. If you're not familiar, this is a fantastic product specifically for the rims of Tesla's Model Y and Model 3 for those that have the Uber turbine rims. I'll show what they look like on the screen. These are plastic little connectors that actually go around the entire perimeter of your rim and keep it from that curb rash. If you're familiar with these rims, you'll know that they actually do protrude ever so slightly out from the side of the curb or from the side of the rim and is very prone to curb rash. And so for just a couple $100, you can save those multi-$1,000 rims that you slap on your Tesla. If you want a more extensive video, I will actually include links below for all of the products I'm going over that have 4 and 5 minute videos, as well as links to the product and discount codes for nearly everything. So moving on to the next item, we have ourselves here a vacuum. Yes, that's right. This is a vacuum, although it kind of looks like a lightsaber. This is a highly used item in my specific instance. I like to keep a clean and tidy Tesla, and this is not only cordless, as you saw, but it has 2 power speeds that help you for getting in the nooks and crannies of the air vents, but it also helps, and they have a little rubber attachment, which I'll show in the video, that actually gets in the cup holders and gets all those little tiny crumbs out. The battery charge lasts for about 30 minutes or more, specifically on the 2nd speed. I recently used it to vacuum all of the pine needles out of the back of my Tesla from my Christmas tree. So I highly encourage you to check this out, especially if you're someone that likes to have a neat and clean car. Next up is the MagBak phone case. Now, I have actually had the MagBak phone case for 3 years now. I have an iPhone 12, and it was kind of funny whenever MagBak reached out about the rim protectors, because they actually did reach out to ask if I would review this new product they had entered into the market. And I thought, absolutely, I've had the MagBak phone case forever. Huge fan. Let's see what you got. But specific to this phone case, I can't speak highly enough of it. It sticks to anything that is metal. I have electrician friends that actually use it to stick to poles. They turn on their flashlight, stick it to a pole, and have it point in the area that they're working on. And it can be used in a number of different instances. I've stuck it to my refrigerator for family photos whenever we're using the selfie camera. It's amazing. And it comes with these little magnetic strips. You can stick them anywhere you want. I've got one on my golf cart. I've got one in my car. And what can I say? It's amazing. The other piece that pairs very well with this, and I'll just touch briefly on it, is the wireless charger. They actually make 2 different wireless chargers. One is specific to models 3 and Y, and the other is just a general phone charger. Fun fact, you don't actually have to have the case itself in order to use this charger. You just have to have the ability to have the magnetic wireless charging on your phone. They also make Samsung cases and Google Pixel cases, so if you have one of those phones as well, you can also check them out. Next up, we have the tire gauge slash flare slash flashlight slash mobile charger. That's right, it does all of those things. This is one of the handiest tools that I have in my car. I won't say it's the most commonly used, as the vacuum is my most commonly used one, but this is so handy to have that I ended up picking one up for my wife as well, because as I mentioned, it has the flashlight function at the top right here. It has the flare function, which has 2 different speeds on it. And then, of course, you can use it for actually inflating your charger, your car tires. What I love about this is that there are still gas stations in the world that make you pay for air, which is so annoying. And so this charges up very convenient and easily. I've been able to use it for all 4 of my tires. I don't know how long the charge time lasts because, let's be honest, how often do you have to fill up your tires? But it's handy to have because you can set it to, in my instance, 45 PSI. Click the button and it will automatically fill all the way to 45 PSI, and it's stop, where you don't have to check the tire pressure over and over again. It's fantastic. The other thing that's great about this is at the bottom, it has 2 ports, USB-C and then the regular USB-C, as well as how you actually charge the dang thing. But this can charge your phone, your iPad, your whatever the heck you want to charge that has access to a USB in order to charge it. And so I can't speak highly enough about this product as well. And that's why I think that this is honestly part of the Tesla starter kit. Next up, we're talking about charging on the go. So there are 2 separate attachments here that you're going to want to have access to. The first one is this adapter. So you'll notice at the back end here, this gives you a power to charge into. This is a Tesla charger. So you plug your Tesla charger in here, and this allows you to charge most other EVs. So what I mean by this is if you are a dual family household, Whenever I got my Tesla, I honestly thought, you know, there are a lot of really cool EVs out there. I may, in fact, want to pick up the F-150 Lightning. The Cybertruck just came out, but that's a little out of my price range. So I might look at the Rivian. I might look at the Ford Lightning. And in order to do that and still use my Tesla charger that I have, this little adapter just plugs right in, and then it plugs right into the EV. So for a dual EV household where you don't have two Teslas, this is a great way. It's a cheap little attachment that you can actually plug in and not have to worry about buying another charger, and you can share that one charger among two. On the charging front, then we have this attachment. So what you'll notice about this attachment is it's actually kind of doing the opposite. So this is, if you have you're on the go, so you're on the road, and if you're not familiar, Tesla has thousands of superchargers, so it's rare that you run into this instance, but I personally prefer to be prepared rather than underprepared. And so what this allows me to do is no matter what charger I'm going to, I will have access. So it has two capability. It has the charging port here, and then it has this additional piece here that flips down for the other type of charger that you find. I'm blanking on the name of the charging network because I don't have to use it all that frequently, but I have this in my car so that just in case I find myself in a pickle where I'm winding up at a typical EV charging port. For instance, at my office, they have this attachment. So if I ever want to charge at my office, you plug it on this side, and then the Tesla charger actually goes into your car, and you're good to go. Again, I'll provide a link to that down below. Next up, we're going to talk about the wall holster. There's not a lot to say about this other than it is super functional, very affordable, and it was one of the first things that I bought for my Tesla because my charging cord was just hanging loosely on the wall. It looked like crap. And so I picked this up, and for, gosh, I think it's 20 bucks, I ended up having my cords look all neat and tidy. It really kind of makes it look like I have an official charger, like a almost like a gas station pump in my garage. So I really enjoy it. There's not a lot to say about it. It's very functional. You should pick one up. Next up, we have this game controller. So if you're not familiar, Teslas actually have the ability to play games on the center screen, regardless of the Tesla that you have. Now, I can only speak to, I have a 2016 Tesla. For sure, 2016 and newer, this will conveniently connect via Bluetooth. You just simply click Add Device. You turn it into pairing mode. And this was a super affordable wireless, holds a long charge. I have played, I don't know for how long, but I can comfortably say several hours this will hold a charge for. I'm a big fan of the game. That's a lot like Galaga, where you're just constantly building up your ship with rockets and faster shooting speeds and missiles and things like that. And so I played the heck out of that, as well as Stardew Valley with this. This is something that, again, I think that most people should have. The other thing I like about it is that it's wireless. Beforehand, I was using an Xbox wired controller, and honestly, it was just kind of annoying. So pick one up, links down below. So the last thing we have is the Lectron Level 2 charger. If you're not familiar, this is a charger that will actually increase the charging speed of your Tesla from the typical Tesla charger by about 25%. So we're talking legitimately shaving hours off of your charging time, depending on your state of charge with your Tesla. It basically bumps your current Tesla connector from a 30 amp output to a 40 amp output. And so in doing so, it increases the charging speed by about 25%. I was previously using the Tesla connector in order to charge my car every single night. I have now since converted over to this Lectron Level 2 charger. It is a very affordable price for the extreme speed bump that you're getting in your output. If you're someone that doesn't really care about that, then maybe it's not the product for you. But for me, it was a great little bonus to have. So that's it for me. If you haven't checked out my other videos, please consider doing so. Consider liking, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.